Am I still in nursing? Where have I been? Like, is nursing still for me? I don't know. Hi. Oh my goodness, it's been so long. Hello, my name is Niecy, and welcome back to my channel. Sounds so weird saying, or yes, like, it sounds so weird saying that. Like, I used to be like, hi, my name is Niecy.B, welcome back to my channel, and the B is dropped. So, yeah, let's get into this video. So the last video I uploaded was me getting engaged. 2024 has been amazing. Literally, I think like that's the only thing that I really posted, or I'll post like the little shorts or whatever. But yeah, I did like it was like a 3-in-1 special. So yeah, you'll understand the 3-in-1 later. But so where have I been? Actually, let's get into the nursing part. Like, I know people are trying to figure out like, why don't I post a lot about nursing anymore? I mean, like, I still want to post about nursing. Just, you know, nursing is not my life. Nursing is not the only thing that I do. And I want to have that balance because, like, I just don't want my, like, I don't want to just be based on nursing. Like, I bring more to the table, okay? No, but I don't know, like, I'm burnt out. I'm burnt out. After a year being on the med-surg floor, I'm burnt out. And it's just like you're at a point where you want to move into something else. Sorry, you guys, the dishwasher is washing dishes. But it's like you just want to be in a different specialty, or like, you know, you want something different for yourself. And it just seems like it seemed like it was just harder for me to get out of med-surg, which I'm still in med-surg right now. So here's the story. So I hit my year in October. I graduated my new grad program, the new grad program at my hospital in April. So it was a 6-month program for me. Now they change it to a year. So like if you start in January, you don't graduate till January. I started in October and I finished in April. And I've been on my own since January. Like, I don't know how long they're with their preceptor, but I think it's longer than 3 months now. I think they're with their preceptor for 6 months and then they're like on their own. I'm not too sure. Don't quote me. I don't know. But for me, after the 3 months of being with the preceptor, I guess, I was considered on my own. So around December, like, it was the holidays where, like, you know, you're supposed to be on your own. Anyway, so I applied to the NICU, and it was a transition to practice program. So it was like if you have a year experience on acute or whatever floor, you have to have a 1 full-time year equivalent experience or something like that in order to go to the next specialty or do the program. So with my hospital, in order to like move specialties, like you can't just be like, oh, okay, I have 6 months of nursing, or okay, I have a year experience in this nursing, let me just apply here. Like, no. They want you to have, say if like I want to go to L&D. If I can't apply to a regular L&D position, I will have to have L&D experience. In order for me, as a med-surg nurse, to get L&D experience, I either had to leave my hospital, go somewhere else and get the experience and then come back, if that was, you know, or I will have to go into a program. So the hospital does a program for L&D, NICU, ICU, PACU, OR, and I think they did one for ER. So you have to get in those programs in order to move out of med-surg, or if you want to move from L&D to NICU, you have to do that program, which is crazy. But anyway, so I applied to the NICU. I hit my year in October. The program started September, I think, September 28th. I interviewed with the manager of NICU. I interviewed with the union rep that was in there. I interviewed with the regional that like, I guess like the project regional or whatever, the one that like helped put the program together. And I interviewed with one more person, I can't remember. But I got the position. I got accepted. I got the offer. My manager knew, well, I think the NICU manager called my manager and let her know like, hey, you know, I'm going to be taking 2 people off your floor. So another girl I was going to go with another girl to the NICU. Yeah, I didn't. So the NICU manager called my manager, and I guess to let her know like, you know, oh, I'm taking 2 of your nurses to NICU, like they got accepted to the program. So I guess, you know, just want to chit chat and let them know, or, you know, whatever. So I guess when my manager found out, she, you know, came to me and was just like, hey, like, I have to get back to you with the transition to practice or whatever. Cause she came up to me and was like, did you hit your year yet? And I was like, yeah, I hit my year in October. Like I only got a couple of days or whatever. I couldn't remember why she was asking me. She just came up to me one day and was like, hey, I just want to know, did you hit your year yet? And then I was like, yeah. And she was like, well, did you graduate the new grad program? I said, I've been graduated the new grad program. I graduated in April. And then she just said, oh, okay. I didn't think of nothing. I was just like, I don't know why she asked me that, whatever. But, she came back to me another day and was just like, oh, I heard you applied to the transition to practice program. I was like, yeah, I applied. And then I let her know in an email, because I got accepted. I did message her in an email to let her know like, hey, just to let you know that I got accepted into the NICU program. And my manager or the manager will be in contact with you because they have to see like the schedule, and I need to do a shadow shift. And I was trying to get a day from not being on the med-surg floor to shadow in NICU. So come to find out, I don't know what happened, but my offer letter and I got rejected basically. So once they sent me, so I got the offer letter, but once they sent me like, hey, you know, an email saying like, oh, you'll be moving to your new unit with your manager such and such on September, I think it was like September 28th. And an hour later, after receiving that email, I got a new email stating, like, it was like 4 emails. It was like one from the actually 2 from the talented acquisition, saying like they pulled my offer away, and then they sent me an email stating why I was rejected. And then I got an email from the manager from NICU, like I guess forwarding me the rejection letter. It was just it was horrible. I was so upset. And I'm just like, what the heck? Like, it was so crazy to where I went to union. Like, not only did the hospital union reps get involved, but the clinic union reps got involved. The clinic president got involved, vice president, everybody got involved. It was crazy. And then I only had so many days to like finish this or like to fight it, because I did fight it. But it was like, I started the program like that Monday or something, and on Friday is when I got like the rejection and everything, and like me calling people on Friday. I'm calling everybody. And then over the weekend, it's like, you know, some people were responding. Not a whole lot of people were responding. The program started, I guess, that Monday or that Tuesday or whatever. And it was just like that Monday, I guess they had a meeting. And I told them like I went into the union book. I didn't find nothing in there. When I went on the job application, it didn't state that new grads could not apply, or whatever you want to say. You have to have 15 months from a new grad, whatever. It didn't say anything like that. I just applied, I got it, I got the offer, and then they took it away. And till this day, my manager has not spoken to me about it. Like, she hasn't like came up to me like, hey, I just wanted to let you know, like, you know, sorry, you know, this is what happened, or, you know, this is the reason why you didn't go into the transition to practice program. Like, she never came to me and said anything. So that was September. And then I was so upset, because it's like, if you as a manager, like any other manager that I talked to, they was like, if you wanted to go to the NICU, I would have let you go. Like, she really went up under and did some little sketchy stuff for me to not go. Like, it was crazy, because like I got all it flew by everybody else. Everybody didn't know, like, you know, it flew by so many people. for me to, like, I got an offer. I got the offer letter. I got the position. And this one person, I guess, tried to figure something out or whatever for me to not go. So it was crazy. And then she tried to get the other girl not to go because she was writing her up for something. It was just ridiculous. And I was just like, she just does not have my best interest. Like, she's not one of those, you know? Because any other manager, they'll be like, you know what? I'm going to just let you go. Like, this is where you want to go. Like, first off, I don't want to be here. So she don't want to be here. Why should I keep somebody that don't want to be here? And then, like, I want to grow. So as a manager, you should be like, okay, I want my patient, or not my patients, I want my I want my colleagues to grow. Like, this is the position they want to go into. Like, be happy about that. But at that time, she was losing a lot of nurses on her floor. She like me, if I would have went, that would have been 5 nurses in September that was going to be gone. But yeah, so God don't like ugly. So yeah, October happened, or September happened. So then in October, I got really sick. Like, I was throwing up, was weak. I remember being on the floor October 5th. I want to say it's October 5th. It was a Monday. I went to work and I was not feeling good. I was bad. It was bad. My charge nurse looked at me and was like, are you okay? And I was like, yeah, I think I'm gonna just finish it through. Like, I'm fine. She was like, are you sure? And I was like, yeah. I mean, like, I already clocked in. I'm already there. And then, like, they not gonna give me the day off. I asked for a VTO. They did not give me a VTO or whatever. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna just go to work, thug it out, whatever. I go into my patient room. I had to walk out so fast. I start throwing up. So, and I did finish the day out. I was pushing through. I was so hurt that day, but I pushed through. I finished my 12-hour shift, but that was the last day I stepped foot on that floor. I was throwing up. I was weak. I had to get IV hydrations weekly. I was living on this couch or living in the room. I couldn't keep anything down. I could barely keep water down. I had like, what is it? Soda water. What do you call that? Oh my gosh. Ugh. My brain just doesn't work right now. Anyway, like, it's not called bubbly water. I guess bubbly water. Soda water. Anyway, I had that. That will help a little bit. Like, other than that, like, food wise, I threw everything up. Everything. Anything you can name it. Anything you name it, I threw it up. Honestly, no. The only thing that I didn't throw up, well, around this time when I don't know. Like, I feel like I tried everything and I threw up everything. But what is it called? Oh my gosh, my brain just does not work. Anyway, so yeah, I was throwing up everything. I threw up everything. Nothing would never stay down. The only thing that would stay down was like a baked potato. But I was so sick of eating baked potatoes. Like, I'm not getting anything. Like, I tried eating chicken. That didn't work. And it was just horrible. Like, it was ridiculous. So I figured out why I was sick. And what I was diagnosed with. I am diagnosed with a baby. My little bump. Surprise, surprise. So yeah, yes, I'm having a baby. So my baby made me sick. My first trimester was horrible. Like, everything was just bad. First trimester, I love to go shopping. I love to go to Target. I love to go to Costco. Like, I had to turn those things down. Like, my mom was like, oh, let's go to Costco. And I was like, no, I don't feel good. She literally told my dad, she was like, something's wrong with her. And then I will go to their house. Like, I will see my parents, you know, I live basically down the street, so I'll see them all the time. So they'll be like, you look so pale. Like, what's going on with you? And I didn't want to tell them at the time. So we tried to hold it until Christmas. My family ended up finding out. My husband's family, they got their Christmas gift. My family, I could not hold it anymore because they were just trying to catch, like, they really kind of caught on. And then, like, I will literally be at their house and I'll be throwing up. So I couldn't just be like, oh, I told my mom, like, I was like, oh, I'm doing a 75-day hard challenge, so I can't drink and I can't eat certain things. And she was like, no, something's wrong with you. Like, I don't know what it is. She didn't think of pregnancy. She just figured out, you know, like, but, you know, I do this type of crazy things. Like, I don't really drink. So, you know, that threw, like, you know, that didn't throw her off because I don't drink like that. My food, I'm more of a chicken and seafood type girl, so I don't really eat, you know, red meats and stuff. But now that's what baby likes. Baby loves red meat. But so she didn't think nothing of it until that day, October, what was it, October, the day I went to work. I literally went down to her unit. I said, give me some medicine. I'm pregnant. I need something. I gotta finish the day out with something. So yeah, with my husband's family, we held it until Christmas because they got their gifts. And also my dad, my biological dad, I held mine for him till Christmas. So he found out on Christmas. They found out on Christmas. My brother and my mom and stepdad, they knew because I go see them all the time. So I couldn't hold it. Like, I would literally be like walking in the door and I have to throw up and be like, I'm pregnant, and I'd run up the stairs and go throw up. So yes, I'm having a baby. I had a 3-in-1 special, you know, house, engagement, married, now baby. So yeah, that's tea. But I am still working as a nurse. I'm just not on the floor. I work as a modified nurse. So I work either in the monitor tech, like watching the, you know, tele box or the tele monitors, patient's heart rate, whatever, and stuff like that. And then I do virtual sitter, so like patients that are on like the virtual cameras or whatever, I'm watching them. Or I'll do helping hands, like I will go on the floor, but I'm like, you know, answering the little phone, like when the patients call, like the call bell or whatever, I answer, be like, hey, what do you need, you know? And then like, oh, I need my nurse, and I'll just go, hey, patient in room 4 needs you, you know. I cannot do patient care. I cannot touch the patients. I'm not pushing, lifting, none of that, because we're keeping baby safe. But I'm not supposed to pass meds, go anywhere with patients. I can't even do handoff. Is that what it's called? Handoff? Y'all, pregnancy brain, it does not work. Sign off. I can't sign off on narcotics or anything like that. But they try to give me the audit charts, but that's above my pay grade, baby. I mean, like, I'll do it, but it's just like, you know, I'll go up to the nurse and be like, hey, you know, you forgot to document such and such. If they do it, hey. If they don't, I'm not about to harass you. That's not my job. So it's above my pay grade. I'm not doing that. So I'll go get the patient's water, if they need a towel. But anything else, hey, patient, your patient needs you, your patient wants you, your patient, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not touching patients, not touching patient's IV. Patient got to go to the bathroom, calling the nurse, getting the PCA. Patient got to get unhooked. I'm not touching it. I'm just not doing it, you know? That's the policy, and I'm going with it, and I'm stick beside it. But other than that, yeah. I hopefully, I hope I do not have to step foot back on med-surg. I mean, med-surg is not bad. Don't get me wrong. I love my patients. I love the coworkers and everything like that. It's just like you get burnt out from doing I will say it is repetitive, but you just get burnt out. Like, you want something new. And like, you know, like, this is not the specialty that you want to be in for the rest of your life. Like, this is not my dream specialty. Like, you know, cool, I started in med-surg. Now I understand. I understand the reason why you should start in med-surg, because, you know, there's some things that be happening, especially in the ER. You be like, where did you get your nursing license from? But anyway, yeah, I understand, you know, starting in med-surg, you know, learning the fundamentals and everything like that. But this is not my home. Like, this is not where I see myself. I'm not about to retire a med-surg nurse. You know, I want something new, and I want the dream specialty that I want. I am kind of leaning towards, like, God works in mysterious ways. You know, there was a reason why I didn't do the NICU, of course, because, you know, I have a baby, and I would have been out of work, or I probably would have got kicked out the program, because you have to finish the program and you can't miss any days. And then me being sick, I missed I missed a couple of months because I've been off because I've been so sick. But once I had my second trimester, I felt a lot better. But it took a long time for the second trimester to come. But yeah, so like God works in mysterious ways. Like, you know, there's a reason why I didn't get that NICU position, or it got withdrawn from me. So hopefully the next time like I apply and it's for me, hopefully this time it will be for me. I'm still leaning towards NICU. Well, I'm leaning towards L&D because with L&D you can cross-train into NICU. You can either cross-train into NICU or postpartum. Usually the nurses do postpartum because they never float to postpartum. They just stay in L&D. But if I do get like L&D, I would want to be trained into the NICU. If I was to do NICU, I will only stay in NICU. Like, I can't get trained anywhere else. So that's a plus. But yeah, I don't know when that will happen. I do want to stay home with baby as long as I can. But I for sure know that I do not want to go back to work as a med-surg nurse on that unit. But yeah, like, yeah. So yeah, I am, how many weeks I am? I am 24 weeks. Still got, you know, some ways to go. The bump is bumping. Yeah, his name was already picked out before we knew what he was. I mean, before the gender, we already knew the boy's name. So we already have his name. His name will not be revealed until the baby shower, because that's one of our little games. Hopefully people keep holding, like, people hold the name. Like, oh my gosh, I feel so bad. I'm so sorry. That thing is so loud. It's literally right here. But like, they were holding on to the name, like they kept the name a secret, but until like, it seems like, you know, the baby shower is coming up, and they, my brother then said the name to people. My mom then said the name to people. My father-in-law said the name to people. And I'm just like, oh my gosh. So it's just like, do I still keep it a secret? Like, I don't know. But hopefully no one else knows the name, because it is a game for the baby shower. Well, one of the questions for the baby shower. So, but yeah, that is it. Oh my gosh. So I still will try and pick up and do some nursing content, but majority of my content will be just more like lifestyle and motherhood. So we're gonna add motherhood to the chat. But nursing, I mean, I'm not doing anything nursing wise. I mean, what you like, I can do a get ready with me to go to work, but y'all, I don't really wear scrubs anymore. I wear some yoga pants and a jacket and call it a day and do what I gotta do. I can't really take you guys to the hospital and things like that. So I really don't know what or when I'll pick up back when it comes to nursing. I am in school. I went back to my master's, or I went back for my master's. So I don't know. But yeah, like, you know, I wanted to update you guys on all the great blessings and good news that I have, and more videos will be coming. And sorry it took me so long, y'all. Life was life, and I was going through it. And yeah, so what is this? This is 2025, right? Yeah. So it's a lot going on, of course. My life is always busy. I'm turning 30 in a couple of weeks, and I'm not doing anything big, but I do want to do something like, you know, very relaxing, very chill, very peaceful, like stepping into my 30s, you know, as a different woman, a mother. So it's not going to be too much. The baby shower, planning the baby shower, and I'll be planning a wedding. So we're going to still do a wedding. We already had the date before we knew baby, and I think we already paid, like, we paid the venue before we knew. Did we know about baby before? I don't know, but the venue, we already put our down payment on the venue. So I mean, we'll be hitting our year anniversary, so I mean, like, that's still something special. So I mean, we'll still have like the wedding, but we did get married already. So yes. But anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you like and subscribe. So my name is no longer Niecy.B, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. I guess N.M, or should I change it to J.M, because my first name, but then it's like you guys know me as Niecy, so it's like I don't want to be switching it up too much on you guys, so I don't even know what I'm gonna put anymore. But Niecy.B is gone. She's gone. So I don't know. I don't know if I want to use my new last name. I don't know. So we'll see. I have to play with some names. But until next time, all right, thank you guys. Bye.